Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. And for those that have shared my videos online, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, it means a lot to me. Yeah, so today big sister is back again for my students. So let me just put a disclaimer out there, okay? From time to time I'll be touching on topics as a student or foreign student in a developed country. Well, most of the time I'll be talking about the United States of America, because that's where I that's where I currently live in. So I'll be talking about, I'll be sharing some of my experiences, and then just talking about some things as an international student or just a student in general. And yeah, so some of the things I will be saying on my channel are based on my experiences, okay? They may not be applicable to you basically, but those are my experiences, and I am just sharing out of the goodness of my heart, because I'm a very good person. Oh my gosh, honestly, I just want people to learn from my experiences. And so some of the things I'll say on this channel, I'm putting a disclaimer out there because I don't have energy for filter. Some of the things I'll be saying will be my own experiences, okay? I have to include the Yoruba, the H factor here. Experiences, okay? So yeah, most of the things I'll be sharing here are based on my experiences, of course. So feel free to take a thing or two out of whatever I share or whatever I say, okay? So thank you so much for listening to my disclaimer. Now let's get into the meat of the conversation, or in this video. So today I'm going to be talking about choosing a major. I don't know if I'm going to term it a major, because I don't know if that's what they call it in grad school. I don't think that's what they call it in grad school. But basically, choosing what to study in school, okay? Especially, okay, for instance, I will just go back to when I was thinking of applying to schools. I was looking at XYZ majors. I was looking at health science. I was looking at a couple other majors just because I heard I'm so embarrassed. I'm so ashamed to admit this, but I'm going to be honest. Yo, fam. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Jeez. Okay. So I must admit that after high school, of course, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a rough idea, but that was just a rough idea of what I wanted to do, what I was passionate about. And most of the things I wanted to study in school, well, most of the majors I was interested in were just because people were like, yeah, do this. Or okay, one of the majors, I know I had a friend at the time that was also applying to schools in these developed countries, and she said she was going to do this major, and I was like, that doesn't sound bad. I'm also interested in health related majors, so I can do it. another major that I was seriously going to work on was medicine, because everybody, science, Africans, if you're not a medical doctor, you have to be an engineer or a lawyer, and now a nurse. Those are like the four, and a pharmacist. So those are like the 5 top choices. So for me, I was just like, oh yes, I don't mind doing medicine. And that was just, oh yeah, since you're a science student, medicine, what else is there for you to do? Like, what really is there for you? You have to be a doctor. So I was just going with the flow, had no idea what I wanted to do with life. And when when I decided to apply to school in the US, and I realized that I had to apply to college, and I was taken aback, you know. And then I started looking at those ones too. Okay, there was economics. Thank you, Jesus, that I didn't do economics. But there was economics. There was pure biology. There was chemistry. There's just a lot. There were options out there, and I was overwhelmed. Okay, that's what I've been trying to get to. I had so many options, so many things that I thought I could do, because the truth is, my truth is, or yeah, most of the times, whatever you set your mind to do and you work towards it, you will achieve it. Okay, so I feel like if I had gone into economics, I'd have continued, but I'm not sure I would have enjoyed economics. Okay, same with biology. If I had done pure biology, I may have enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it, but I don't know if I would have, you know, gained the experiences that I needed to decide on what I want to do moving forward. So I was just, you know, going with the flow of things, going with what people were telling me to do. Again, like I said, I had a rough idea of what I wanted to do, and that was just about it. But what I'm trying to get at is the importance of, you know, thinking really about your program before you go into, maybe if it's graduate school or if it's college. Okay, and most of the time you may not know what you want to do in school, so having an open mind is just key. First, I'll always advertise Google. So if you say you want to do medicine, visit your #1 search engine, visit your #1 research engine, go to Google, try to see, you know, what the job prospects are, what is expected of you, you know, all that fun stuff, and then just try to ask yourself, am I up for this or not? Sometimes you may not know, so let me not put too much pressure, especially if you're just out of high school. You may not know. If you're out of college, you may have an idea, but Google should be your friend. Ask yourself, what can you, like, if you start out now, what do you think you will excel more in? You may not know, but just try to know your strengths and your weaknesses, and then put all of that in mind while choosing a major, so that, you know, you have something to start working toward. And then it brings me to my next point. If you're an undergrad, the beautiful thing is you get to change your major. I mean, I think even in graduate school, but as an undergrad, you can move, you can part. If you start with pure math and you're like, this may not be for me, you know, this is more intense than I thought it was going to be, or like, I'm not really passionate about this, then you can switch to something else. You can switch to finance, you can switch to economics. If you maybe start as chemistry and you're like, this is nope, and then you want to switch to physics, that's fine. The thing basically is, especially if you're coming to the US and Canada, I think you get there's just a lot out there, which is beautiful in its own way. You get to choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Okay, and that the next one is, I remember when I started college, I always saw, go for what you're most passionate about. That's good, of course, go for what you're most passionate about. But when we're starting out, #1 question I would like to ask you from the bottom of my heart is, will that pay some of your bills? Because after college, you will have bills to pay. Oh my gosh, you'll have bills to pay. Okay, so yes, go for what you're passionate about. Certainly go for what you're more interested in, you're most interested in doing. But wisdom is profitable to direct. So if you're very interested in something, what are the job prospects? can it bring in some coins while you're starting out? Because I think the goal is to be comfortable. The goal is not to lack money, and the goal is to impact lives. Well, for me, but starting out, I don't know how I want to impact lives when I'm very, very hungry. Okay, so if you don't have a job, what's the essence? So I think just thinking about yes, what are you passionate about, but what are the job prospects? So after school, what are your chances of getting something to do for a while before then collecting your thoughts together? And this brings me to another point. When you're much younger and like trying to get into college, or even if you're in college, you may not have you may not have your idea, so you may not know what you want to do 100%, and that's okay. We'll learn every day. And I also think same with after college, you may not fully know, okay, this is what I want to do, but you may know, okay, this is the field that I want to venture in and start out, blah blah blah. So it's okay, just give yourself a break. But be wise. What are the job prospects, my dear? You need to ask. Those are pertinent questions that we don't ask. All we know is we are passionate about this, which is good. You need to be passionate. I think I need to be passionate about something to really excel, or to really put in my best. But also, is it going to put food on my table in the next 5 to 10 years? If your answer is no, because they are maybe re-strategize, okay? Because it's very important to have your coins, especially after college. All right. The next is talking to people in your field, or talking to people in the field that you're interested in. So for instance, if you're in high school, so graduating and transitioning to college, maybe talking to people that have been there and done that, people that have been in the field, or people that have studied what you studied, and just try to like get a rough idea of what the course load is like, how intensive it is, what they enjoyed, and other fun stuff. They'll be honest with you. You can ask professors, but don't forget that professors are so excited about that field. That's why they decided to teach. So ask the students that went through it, and they're like, maybe or maybe not. They will give you real gists, okay? And then if you're applying to grad school, that's another thing. Talk to people, but that's if, I do realize that sometimes you may not be privileged enough to meet people in your field, but that's when there's LinkedIn. LinkedIn can help your life, okay? LinkedIn can help your ministry. Rebrand your page. Go to LinkedIn and be looking at maybe the companies or the places you want to work after obtaining your advanced degree, and then just do a search. Sometimes LinkedIn even suggests people to add, so you can add them. Look for your first connections. Try to bridge the gap. If you understand it, good. If you don't, I will explain in another video how to use LinkedIn effectively. Well, I won't say effectively, I'm just going to say from my experience, what has worked for me. I'll just share that at the moment. So use LinkedIn. Try to connect with people. I think if you know the school you want to go to, or the schools you want to go to, try to just check those schools out on LinkedIn or even Google, and it may have a link or two about maybe the professors, and then from the professors' website you will see students take their first name and their last name, go to LinkedIn, just be a stalker basically. Sometimes stalking does not help. Plus, use your stalking skills for good things. Don't just be stalking a boy or a girl. Stalking another person and their family and the entire family. Stalk career-wise. So that's going to be a video for another day. So ask questions, and if you don't have people in your field, just try to use LinkedIn. Social media these days, thank God, even on Instagram, people put their line of work or their field of work. So they're data scientists, people put those things in their bio. PhD in something, people put those things on their bio. So try to link up with them social media is not all that bad. You can use it to your advantage, okay? You know, always go for fairs, conferences, basically put yourself out there, because I'm saying these things because I think when you're younger, you're just like, I don't know people in this field, so I don't have help. So many people, honey, so many people don't know people in the fields that they are going to, but they are still gunning for it. So you can still go. Just wake up, stand up, and go and look for something to help your ministry, okay? I hope this makes sense to you. I'm just basically saying, do your research, use the social media for something good. Look for people that are in the field that you're most interested in applying to, or you know, in working, and ask questions. People are nice though, even though although they are going through their own things, they can be, people tend to be nice and receptive to newbies like us. So yeah, ask questions, please dear. Like I said, these are based on my experiences, but we already know with life, there's no one rule works for all. There's no textbook. So maybe what works for me may not work for you, but that's fine. I am just, like I said, I am just sharing this because these days I realized that some people don't like reading, so let's just make videos where you can watch and learn. So I'm just sharing this based on my experiences, and of course with time I may add more to it, but those are the things that right now off the top of my head, or like I can think about and I can remember. So you know, yeah, let's just be guided. That's basically the goal for this video, the motivation for this video. Be guided while you're making your choices, and it's okay not to know what you want right out the bat, but asking questions, being proactive and trying to find answers can help you while you're doing something that you're passionate about. Just ask yourself, will this get you some coins to pay your bills? Because hey, life after college, I'm going to give a video, I'm going to make a short video about that, life after college, and the fact that you're gonna have bills to pay, okay? You will have bills to pay, and honey, nobody's going to sit down and wait for, oh, I'm passionate about this until that thing comes. I'm not going to be living my life, okay? So we need to be reasonable. We need to, yeah, help ourselves, and we need to plan, okay? So thank you so much for staying tuned and for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you know, I hope someone learns a thing or two from this video. Basically, I will see you in my next one. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and watch my previous videos. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, all right, we are back again. Oh, we are back again. Oh, I need to be serious. Yo, sometimes though, so I don't know what's wrong.